Welcome to Rumoured Sports, and I am your host Ezra, aka the Don Mohoti. And I'm not alone in this journey. I have my big bro Lumko Mntambo, who will be sharing his opinions and sharing his thoughts when it comes to specific topics that we'll be talking about. When it comes to latest transfers that will be happening. But for those who don't know, before I get into a lot of things, those who don't know, this show is about all things sports, whether it's soccer, whether it's Formula One, whether it's boxing. We'll cover all of it and we'll share our thoughts and views on that. And just talking to the general public at large about their specific teams and what they're looking forward to in sports and how they're surviving without sports and how do they feel about certain sports coming back in this pandemic. Without further ado, this is the introduction video and also it's episode number 1. But before you do a lot, please subscribe, please like, please share with your friends and your friends' friends and your friends' friends' friends. There's a new channel. Starting it. It's gonna be a long journey, but I'm here for it and all of it. Without just blabbering around about why I started this whole thing, we'll just get into the first topic. Yeah, cool. The first topic will be introduced by my brother. Take it away, bro.
Sure, Ezra. First things first, thank you for having me. Let's get to it. Let's talk about the rumored transfers happening in the footballing world at the moment. The two biggest one locally, the first one is Deon Hotto moving from Wits, rumored to be moving from Wits to Sundowns. And internationally is Timo Werner, rumored to be moving from Leipzig to Chelsea. Let's start locally. Deon Hotto, midfielder. Not a great footballer, but a good player. A good player with decent enough return for South African standards. And his move to Sundowns, for me personally, is more of a retirement plan. You know, we've seen it before. We've seen it countless times. When players are approaching the end of their careers, they move to bigger clubs that can offer them a bigger contract. We've recently seen it with George Malulega moving from Chiefs to Sundowns. And it just seems so ironic that most players move to Sundowns, you know. I don't know, maybe their owner is a billionaire. But for me, it's more of a retirement package, to be honest. Deon Hotto he's a good player. Good player, just slightly above average. He's a good player. And at 28, I don't not to talk down on him, but I don't see him being an impactful player for Sundowns because they have a lot of midfielders at Sundowns. I mean, look at the players that are on the bench currently, you know. Opa Manyisa can't even get a breather, you understand? And this is someone as big as Ace. So for me, it's more of a retirement package. Financially, it's a smart move. Career-wise, not so sure because at Wits is a guaranteed starter. At Sundowns, not so much. You understand? And as for Timo Werner, rumored to be moving from Leipzig to Chelsea, we've heard the rumors. We've heard him speak out personally that his preferred club was Liverpool. He's even went as far as talking to Jurgen Klopp personally to ask him to sign him. But Liverpool said the 50 million pound release clause was too much for them, they understand. And Jurgen Klopp felt like he wasn't guaranteed of a starting berth at Liverpool given their current front three. So with Chelsea, first things first, we know Chelsea, money is never a problem with Chelsea, and Lampard is building something there at Chelsea. So career-wise for Timo Werner, it's a great move. Should it happen, because we've seen it before. Moves can be hijacked last minute, but should it happen, it's a great move for Timo Werner career-wise because it will give him a chance to grow, and if he plays his game, because he has a lot of qualities that resemble Jamie Vardy. And the biggest advantage he has is age. He reminds me of a Jamie Vardy, you understand? And he has age on his side. And look at the impact that Vardy has had in the Premier League for the past 4 seasons. It's been incredible. So if he can come in with the same hard running as he does in the Bundesliga, then we could be seriously in for an entertaining stint of Timo Werner at Chelsea and for football lovers across the world. But I feel like the Chelsea move is more of a stepping stone because it wasn't his first choice, For me, it's more of a stepping stone. And Frank Lampard is someone who believes in the youth. But I'm very worried if they bring someone like Werner, it means Tammy Abraham is no longer priority or won't be prioritized, you understand? Because if you have a World Cup winner in Giroud sitting on the bench because of Tammy Abraham, then you go and buy another striker, it means Tammy Abraham hasn't been delivering. And so far, the kid has done well. So I'm not too sure what Frank is thinking. I don't see him reverting into the old-fashioned 4-4-2 and playing two up front. I think he'll stick to his 4-3-3. So it looks like Tammy Abraham might be second choice. He might play second fiddle to Werner because I don't think Chelsea are going to spend £50 million on a striker to put him on the bench. But in terms of first choice, it was never his first choice. So emotionally, because in football, there are always three things attached. There's the emotion, then there's the psychological, and then there's the literal. The literal part, it's a good move. Psychologically, I'm not too sure because we don't know where his head is at. Is he going to take the move as, Liverpool turned me down, so I have a point to prove? Or is he going to take a move like, Liverpool didn't want me, so you know what, I guess I can go to Chelsea. Do you understand? Do you see the change in tone and the psychological approach? So we're not sure. Only the performance will tell us. Emotionally, moving from Germany to England, I'm not sure how good his English is, but emotionally it's also a stretch. So all these things play a huge role in a player moving. What are your thoughts on these two transfers? I'll be happy to learn about your thoughts and even more rumored transfers. We've heard so many rumors circling around a player like Paul Pogba, but United clearly say he's not for sale this season. Zinedine Zidane has been a huge admirer of the Frenchman for the longest of times, and history has proven that whatever Florentino Perez wants, he gets. So we don't know, maybe that might happen, but we're seeing on the socials that a player like Bruno Fernandes is very happy to have Pogba around, so maybe Pogba could be also staying. But for now, I'd like to hear your thoughts on those two transfers.
Hotto. I feel like also he won't be a starting 11 type of player. At Sundowns, he'll be like a filler as when they have injuries, like they had injuries in the past season. Mainly because there's just so much competition at Sundowns. Already George Marileka is moving to Sundowns. So that's already competition on its own. And then there's also, like you said, Ace and all of them. So we'll see how that works out for him. I feel like Pirates would have been a better option for him personally, but every player have their choice, and if a retirement plan is that, then what can we do or say, man? And Timo Werner, woo, man. Personally, I like him as a player. Like you said, he plays like Jamie Vardy, and he has that dog. Like, he doesn't give up. He scrambles for goals. He chases the ball the whole 90 minutes. He scores from every angle. And he's just a good all-round visionary when it comes to a strike. He knows where he is. He knows where he has to be to find the shots. And in regards to other transfers, listen, man, Pogba is not going to go anywhere. I think the relationship he is creating with Fernandes is something we can look forward to. I feel like for him, it was a thing of, I want to leave because Man United is not buying the type of players that could make the club great. And I feel like maybe Ole has started seeing that and buying players, not just because these are great players, we need them on the team, but they have to play for the team, they have to play for the badge. And I think that's what Ole is trying to do. But Pogba, I don't think Pogba is going to leave, especially because of his price tag. and with all these FIFA rules and whatnot, I don't think he's gonna leave personally. The one person I like to see is Kai Havertz. Is that how you say his surname? I'm not sure. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I'd like to see him in the Premier League. I know United are interested in him and see how he would perform, because the Premier League is something different, man. This league is crazy. Like, there's no small team. Yes, we will talk about small teams, but those small teams can whoop an Arsenal, can whoop a Liverpool, can whoop a United, and we get shocked. But why are we shocked? They are in the Premier League for a reason. But we'll see what other transfers come, and comment about which player you like to see come to your team, or which player you like to see moving to which league. And I like to cover on Percy Tau, but that's going to be on a different segment. We'll talk about Percy and what the future might hold for him in terms of his getting his visa and all of that. But like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to you for watching it until this point. Thank you. Please share it. Please like. Please comment. And we'll be back. Peace out.